monogamy have become the greatest evil that destroyed our society today. Anytime you see a young lady who is ripe and unmarried, you just see a walking harm. A young lady who is ripe and unmarried is like a wire with electricity that is not insulated. And so our ancestors established these pathways of everlasting home. And for these ladies to found peace in their home, they must understand leadership. They must understand boundary. We can't build things on emotional features. We must build things. We must build things on leadership.
Are you saying that women are incapable of leading? Like, are you saying that women cannot lead?
Lead where? The question is lead where? Lead their fellow women. A woman can lead her fellow woman. But when it comes in the family, a woman cannot lead a family. Otherwise, there will be unimaginable deliberate madness.
Ọ bụrụ na ị chọrọ igwe anaghị ajụ gị arụ oyi, nwanne jebe na Pine Leaf Estate and Properties Limited.
A pastor who preaches against prostitution and yet teaches monogamy is a devilish man. That's why I told that Christianity is about speaking and acting direct opposite. That's when what you are saying and what you are doing is direct opposite. How can you tell a young lady of 25, 26 years who doesn't have a husband and you are preaching to her about sexual impurity? It's just like you have brought a fish outside. I tell people that motivational speaking is about teaching fishes how to survive outside the water. Like you bring fish outside the water, put them on the ground, and not telling the fishes, if you want to live outside the water, be bold, be confident, don't be afraid. People survive outside the water. You're not teaching them outside the water, but you know that there was a pathway where which your natural culture found solutions to this. So when you now produce a teaching of one man, one wife, number one it does is that it produces massive number of unmarried girls who will now turn into prostitution, and this is done so that even the reverend fathers can have women that they will be sleeping with. And so number two, you now discover women cannot stay in their husband's house. And when women cannot stay in their husband's house is because they are not seeing the man as their owner. Like our ancestors will tell a woman, I own you and I own everything you have. And the woman understands. They even sang it in song. The loyalty of the woman is completely under the man. Christians now created a society by which you now have a pastor. The loyalty of the pastor, of the women, is with the pastor in the church. And then all her responsibility is with the man at the home. So anytime the man is talking, you now discover the woman is just there to fight, and they know it's a fight, and they told that marriage setting is until death do you part. And so you now discover the reason why we do marriage anniversaries today is to remind you that this marriage you built is not everlasting. That which is everlasting have no record of age. That which is eternal is ageless. When we are entering into a home in the days of our fathers, there's not something like we did 5 years marriage anniversary or 10 years marriage anniversary. No, it's because we know we came here to die here. But when you finish doing marriage, your wife come and says, it's 2 years anniversary, it's 2 years marriage anniversary, it's 5 years, it's 10 years. She's reminding you that you have built something that have record of age. The counting of age is consciousness that this thing have expiring dates. When something don't expire, if you see a tree, do you bother to know how many years it has lived? You know the tree is eternal. This one may even exist until you die, it will not crash. But anytime you are reckoning age, if you buy anything here and you are checking the age, it's because you know this one will expire and stop working on a particular date. So a marriage anniversary is consciousness that we establish something on temporal features. And what is temporal features? Love. Love is emotional reaction to people's temporal action towards you. I can love you now because I entered here and you give me good hospitality. You gave me water. You gave me drink. I can say I love Yambaba. If you pick my phone here and smash my phone on the ground, all the love I have for you died immediately. So love is just my emotional reaction to what you are acting. Love is just my emotional reaction to the current way you are treating me. So you can say, lady says, I love that guy. I love him so much. He paid my school fees. He paid my lodge rent. He opened the business for me. He bought a car for me. I love him. And next day, the young lady enters into the guy's compound and see the guy on top of another lady. The guy says, you broke my heart. I'm no longer doing it again. The whole love died. What happened? The hormones she was responding to has changed. And so, since we know what we are building is everlasting, let us push away love and understand ourselves. If you build understanding, marriage again will be formidable. And the reason why we are practicing polygamy is because in Africa, we practice gender segregation. Gender segregation is separation of man from women. Men goes with men, women goes with women. Because the purpose of life of a man is territory defense. The purpose of life of a woman is to produce children. And so a man is like an umbrella that shelters that women and the children. You see, women by nature are illogical. And the reason why they are illogical is because your stomach is illogical. Your eyelid is illogical. You see, your eyelid is blinking every minute. Do you know why it's blinking? It's protecting the most sensitive organ in your eye. If somebody wants to, the most hardest place to get in your part of your body is your eye. As anything is coming close, you see it will do. Naturally default. And then you see, even when sound eventually entered your eye, and you want to remove it, you cannot use negotiation to convince this your eyelid that a death enters your eye. So remain open, let me remove it. No, the eyelid will continue blinking. You have to use your hand to hold it and remove it, because that is how a woman is. A woman is impulsive. I will give another instance. Your stomach. You want to understand a woman, look at the principle of your stomach. You see, in your stomach, you ate today. You ate in the morning before you are coming here. That's not what your stomach is asking you this afternoon. If hunger comes this afternoon and you are reminding your stomach that I eat chicken in the morning and all of that, the stomach says no. I don't have retentive memory of history of yesterday. I need something to eat today. And the reason why a woman is acting like that is because the woman preserves the two most sensitive organs in the family. There are two most sensitive organs in the family that a woman preserves. One is the children, the little children. A woman takes care of a little child. If you see how a woman reacts when a child is sick, you will be shocked. How her action is fast. She's furious. She's just very, very anxious. She applies all medicine that comes to her hearing because the child is sick. She's protecting the most infant. And number two, the reason why women don't have understand that the women take care of the kitchen. The kitchen and the infant is the reason why women are created to be illogical. And so they are designed by that way. Nature is perfect to make them impulsive in that way. And so for us to work in alignment with nature, this one who is impulsive will come under submission of a logic, because impulse cannot be a partner of a logic. Impulse can only be under logic. Like there is impulse in my hand. As I'm talking now, I'm moving up my hand up and down. You see the impulse moving in my hand. And this impulse is wired under the control of the logic in my brain. It's not moving itself. It's my brain that is moving it. Imagine if my hand is moving like this now, and my brain wants to control it, but my brain cannot. They will now say deliberate madness have happened. So my hand is now shaking, but I cannot control it. That's madness. So impulse cannot be a partner of logic. A man is logic. A woman is impulsive. A woman is impulsive because she protects the most sensitive organ. A man is logic because a man protects the society and protects the home. That's why they say one in born no. So the one who sees farsighted takes the leadership. And for him to lead, there must be numerous workers. Because one and only child, one and only wife is like one and only child. You see, a woman who have one and only child will always be terrorized by the child. When you tell the child you want to be the child says, I will go and kill myself. Because the child knows there is no replacement. The mother is always under pressure of the child dying. And so that is the situation of a man who has a one wife. You see, there is difference between that a man decides to have one wife because of his state of mind, or because he's limited in finances. But when your wife is the person in your house telling you that another woman will not enter here, just understand just someone that came to fight you to make sure that you don't have peace of mind. So that is the basis of the destruction of the family we have today. And for us to heal our society, the facts, when we say let's go back to our roots begins with polygamy. Coming back to that family where communism is enthroned, because polygamy is built on communism. Monogamy is built on capitalism. If an Hausa man is doing POS here, another Hausa man is doing POS. If an Hausa man receives 4 or 5 POS attendants, he will push one to the other, say like 2 or 3, go to the other side and do. If he gets 2 CPAS, he will push to the other person. Because in polygamy, everybody have communal spirit. Everybody thinks one as one. We think you see me as you see yourself. But when an Igbo man is doing POS and another Igbo man puts another POS, automatically we are enemy. We are no longer friends. We begin to even think about the way that one will even leave that place. Because I came out from a monogamous setting where the communal spirit is not. Our society, which was once molded in communist party of polygamy, have ascended to degradation towards the teachings of monogamy. Monogamy have become the greatest evil that destroyed our society today. Anytime you see a young lady who is ripe and not married, you just see a walking harm. A young lady who is ripe and unmarried is like a wire with electricity that is not insulated. And so our ancestors established these pathways of everlasting home. And for these ladies to found peace in their home, they must understand leadership. They must understand boundary. We can't build things on emotional features. We must build things. We must build things on leadership.
Are you saying that women are incapable of leading? Like, are you saying that women cannot lead?
Lead where? The question is lead where? Lead their fellow women. A woman can lead her fellow woman, but when it comes in the family, a woman cannot lead a family. Otherwise, there will be unimaginable deliberate madness.
Okay, there are some things you say that I don't agree with.
Okay, tell me.
No, I don't need to tell you so that we don't argue. This is your show. You are my guest. Okay, I will leave it to the comment section to come and do the argument. There are so many things that you say that I agree with, but it's just that it lacks balance. And then let me not exhaust you further.
But I'm so exhausted.
Yes, so una anugone ana Gbam anyị na IHEDI Light of Africa now. I was entertained. I love what he does on social media, and then I brought him here so that he can also give a wider explanation, and then me too ask him some troubling questions. IHEDI Light of Africa. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much for hosting me. I really appreciate that place you told me about clothing.
Yes.
Because the reason why we discuss that we mingle ideas, understanding is built in culture and reasoning. And you told me and you give me basis. And then I see that you are right and I accepted. But the problem that Christianity or religion never allows verification. Like somebody is just placed this in this comment, you will start things a carnal man cannot understand the things of the spirit. Come out from the spirit. Let's sit down and discuss so that we can I
promise you that you would actually your message will go further when you are without a face cap and you have very good body. You're not like me that have aphobia, so you can wear something traditionally maybe that bears some of your skin, then cowries on your neck. To just show the African man.
My brother, do you know how much they are selling these things I mentioned?
No, it's not a problem financially. I'm telling you to be conscious of it first, so that when money comes, you will now know. You will see that they are looking at an African man.
We are still growing. Yes, thank you so much for the correction.
Just take note of that. And afam kabo Dr. Chijoki Gweno Odogubu Yamba Bezbo Aba. One other one and keep as well. Thank you, IHEDI, for coming through.
Thank you so much for hosting me, Yambaba. I'm so grateful.
You're welcome.
You so much.
Thank you. Peace.
Inwere akọpụrụ iche ịchọ ọkụ ụwa nọ. Inwere ife dị n'obi ịchọ ikwu gbam. Inwere ife dị omimi ịchọ ọkụ onye ọbụla malụ. Onwere akala aka izole ezo ịchọ ọkụ ụwa fo na inwe passion for. Bịa na Gbam ka ụwa n'onu yi. Inwere business ịchọ ikwunye n'ọkụ. Onwe product ịchọ osoro na Gbam. Ịchọ ka ife ị na-ele, ife ị na-eme na-aga as viral as Gbam. We are here for you. Contact the number on your screen. Ka ikwunye n'ọkụ ka ife na ọ na-eme. Adamuaka, Gbam is the biggest Igbo interview in the world. Come and find out for yourself. Thank you.